Kind-hearted, genuine people always believe in everyone, but it's important to trust your gut and use discernment to recognize someone who is being manipulative versus someone who is authentic. In this video, I'm going to be diving right in to talk about 8 signs you're being manipulated. So if you're wondering if you're being conned, scammed, used, this video is for you. Welcome back to SuesSpace, and shout out to my returning subscribers. And if you're new here, welcome, come on in. I'm grateful for your support. This channel was created for young people so that they can have a space to talk about their struggles and challenges. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload. This will help with my mission of reaching as many young people as possible. Your voice matters, so let's grow this space together. There's so many types, areas, and levels of our lives that we can experience manipulation, and it often comes from those who claim to care and love us the most. It hurts when you're stabbed in the back by people who have manipulated and betrayed you by intentionally hiding the truth of who they truly are. I'm only going to be talking about 8 signs to look out for if you think you're being manipulated, but there's so many more. Number 1. Manipulators wear a mask. As soon as you see their mask start falling off, or they start to expose their trickster ways, you need to let them go, cut them off, return them back to sender. There's people out here who want real connections and genuine love, and you won't get either from a deceptive manipulator. These are people who are not interested in your well-being, only theirs, and they'll wear a mask and hide their true intentions and the truth for their own personal gain. They may act shy, charming, and sweet just to reel you in, and when they do, you'll start seeing the real side of them because that mask will start wearing out. It will start cracking. You can't wear a mask forever. I'm sure it's hot under there. Number 2, they play the victim card. Manipulators are ego-driven. They'll play the victim to avoid accountability, holding themselves on a high pedestal, more like a high chair, that nothing is ever their fault. The problem is never them. Have you ever met someone who always blames everyone else for their failed relationships or past failures? They sabotage others, then play the victim. They never take responsibility for their actions or the problems that they created. I've had a manipulator tell me about someone's financial mistake at work. They asked me for advice. I gave it to them. Then the story turned out to be about them, which leads me to point number 3. They believe their own lies. Single-minded people never see the truth, and manipulators lie about everything. Everything they say or do is the opposite of what they believe. It's given shapeshifter energy. They shift their personality to get in where they don't fit in. Manipulators' words don't match their actions, and this is why you should take your time to get to know someone, the real them, not who you perceive them to be or who you want them to be. Pay attention to their actions more than their words. You know the saying, keep your grass cut low so that you can see the snakes. Listen to your intuition. You know those thoughts in your head that are telling you that they're lying or that they're hiding some information. You can feel it. You always do. Number 4. They gaslight. When you build up your self-esteem and know your worth, no one will be able to deceive you or pull the wool over your eyes. Master manipulators gaslight all the time. They prey on the kind, broken, naive, unhealed people, leaving them to question their thoughts, their opinions, and sense of reality. They want you to feel like you're not all that. You're not good enough, even when you are. So they'll plot and scheme of ways to get over on you to make you question your own judgment. They're tricksters. They'll accuse you of saying something that you didn't say or doing something that you didn't do. And when you call them out on something that they said, their response will be, I don't remember saying that. Of course they don't, because they intentionally want to leave you confused. Number 5, they'll try to dominate every conversation. It's not a healthy relationship if you have to walk on eggshells around anyone. Narcissists and manipulators look at their personal opinions as the only facts that you need to believe. And if you question their views or opinions, they'll get defensive and want to shut the whole conversation down. They'll want to silence you quickly, so pay attention to see if they're trying to make you feel or sound foolish, or if they're cutting you off while you're talking. And they'll do this, especially if they think that you're a threat to exposing their dysfunctional ways. Young people, please form your own opinions and do your own research. Don't let anyone tell you what you're thinking or try to change your morals and values into thinking something that you don't believe. Number 6, they'll try to control your mind. A manipulator will set the tone to control you by playing mind games, by love bombing. The ex that calls you and says, "Take me back, I've changed," knowing daggone well they haven't. They just want to keep you around so that you can continue to stroke their ego. Trying to prove a point to a manipulator is pointless, so be careful, because their goal to try to control you could become obsessive. When you meet someone for the first time, you ask questions, maybe to get to know them, but manipulators don't ask a lot of questions to get to know you. They ask questions so that they can use that same information to flip it and make you feel small. It's going to feel like jabs or like they're poking the bear, and they'll say that one thing over and over again. You know, that one thing that triggers you or makes you feel insecure, and they'll say it over and over again until they wear you down or get what they want. They'll keep going until you're mentally weak, until you give in to their requests. Believe me, manipulators will try to control you even if their life is in shambles. Manipulators will use your emotions against you, so walk away from these people quickly. The ones who intentionally play games of the heart or manipulate people into making them feel emotionally guilty and uneasy. Do not invest in the games. Instead, stand your ground and learn how to become emotionally independent, because manipulators can be ruthless at trying to destroy the energy and self-esteem of others. Question of the day. Do you think that manipulators know how much they energetically drain you? Leave a comment and let me know. Because sometimes, even after a conversation on the phone with someone, you can feel drained. Their energy can drain you. Young people, watch out for false energy, because it often leads to bad intentions and secret motives. Number 7, they lack affection and hide their emotions. Deep down, a manipulator is insecure and fragile, and they actually fear connections. The only way they know how to be in a relationship is to manipulate. They'll never show any true emotions, but they'll want you to try harder to prove your worth to them. Manipulators will never surrender to anyone, and it won't be enough that they want to win in every way. They also want you to lose. They get off on other people's pain and suffering, and they're delusional when it comes to love. Their distorted way of viewing love and relationships will have them thinking if you're not for them, then you must be against them. They love to put you in competition with others so that they can try to make you jealous on purpose, so that they can force a jealous reaction out of you, so they can turn around and blame you for being jealous. I was dating this guy who had a great relationship with his ex. And one day I questioned the relationship, and he laughed and said that his daughter said that him and his ex got along so well that they should get back together. And my response was, yeah, you should. Narcissists, manipulators, whatever you want to call them, will intentionally try to make you feel less than, for you to doubt yourself, because their whole goal is to chip away and knock down your self-esteem. It ain't happening, Captain. Number 8, they'll turn on you quickly. One minute you can feel like you're in the best relationship, and the next they're throwing insults and accusations because of your refusal to fall in line to conform to their toxic behavior. Well done for creating boundaries. Manipulators can be very disrespectful if you question their motives, their views, their opinions. Anything that sounds like, "How do you know? What makes you say that?" or "I disagree," might set them off. Set it off on the left, set it off on the right, set it off, set it off. Your energy may very well intimidate them, but they'll never admit that. Instead, they'll try to convince you it's just a misunderstanding, you're taking things the wrong way, or you're reading too much into things, and they'll cross your boundaries every time if you let them. A manipulative person uses deceitful ways to twist your words and play on your emotions just to get what they want, their own way. If you feel emotionally drained by someone you just interacted with, or you notice certain toxic patterns, trust your gut and make a decision that's best for you. And that's all for this one. Leave me a comment and let me know if this video was helpful. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button before you head out if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and true to yourself. Until the next one.